Welcome to Slade Track. This is the home of our outdoor track program. Actually, that's not the case. We haven't utilized this facility in close to 30 years. The track's been condemned, and I have to say, our track programs are one of the most successful programs we have here at the University of Rhode Island. So as you can see, asphalt track, this needs to be torn up and redone. We also require a throws area. Currently, our throws event is done on the other side of our softball field. It's time to step up and put together, I think, a really first-class track.
We are standing here outside of the softball press box, and we use that term loosely because, as you can see, it's actually a shed. So in this press box, you have your stats person and your scoreboard operator, your PA announcer, and your marketing person. But that's about all that we can realistically fit in here. When we're streaming a home game, there's a table that cuts off about half the room in the shed. So when we're trying to stream on ESPN Plus, the space that we already have that's limited gets cut in half because of equipment, because we have to keep it out of the weather and keep it safe. The other issue that we have, because it's a shed that doesn't have full windows, is that we actually can't see the two foul lines, so there's often plays that we have to guess at in terms of scoring because we don't see the physical play that's happening.
So there is no restroom facilities here, there's no concession stands. So if our student athletes are practicing or they're playing in a game and our fans need a restroom, right here is where we'll set up a couple porta potties for the course of the spring semester, and that's what we have to use for restroom facilities. The dugouts are also in disrepair. As you can see, there's no shingles remaining on the dugouts. There's no restrooms in the dugouts. They're way too narrow for a Division I softball program to compete in. We have very little seating capacity, which makes, again, drawing fans even a greater challenge. Welcome to our URI soccer complex. Now, our opponents will say we have some of the best grass that they can play on anywhere, but what we don't have is a press box. We don't have any place for our media relations staff, our streamers, and when I talk about streamers, I'm talking about producing games and airing them on the ESPN Plus platform. We work out of a tent area with a concrete slab, and certainly not a good situation for us. As you can see, we don't have a great dugout situation. We do have these old canopies that we put up about 15 years ago, and they provide some relief from the rain, although do need to be worked on a little bit as well. The URI baseball team is another program that's experienced some great success with a lot of local talent. But as you'll see, very similar to our softball situation, our press box is almost dysfunctional and is also not ADA compliant. Very little stands. We do have a patio here set up that people can bring some portable chairs. But other than that, really no great way to watch our baseball team play. Another facility with no restrooms or no concession stands. We talk a lot about the greatness of the University of Rhode Island, some of the infrastructure associated with our weight room and our great coaches and the great culture that we've worked so hard to build. But our facilities are in such disrepair that it makes it very hard to try to attract the best possible students that can compete for us.